behind the scene, they work very hard to do what they do, to stay motivated. This is the teacher's reality show. This is the teacher's reality show.
The Teachers Naija reality show.
Oh, Yari,
Babasho.
I can't wait, man. I'm going to have fun today. Like,
You have no idea.
volleyball, basketball.
Are you preparing to punch someone? Wait, it's not a jazzy competition, Babasho.
I can't wait.
It's not, I'm telling you.
We've been working and working and working.
And these housemates too. They've drained their brains, they've drained their energies. I think it's just best that they relax. It's not a jazzy competition, but
Yes. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And this time around, it's not about Jack, it's about the Teachers Naija reality TV show. Our housemates have been in the house working so hard, the task, up and down. But today, they're coming out to have fun. They will play games, and I'm sure they're going to have a great time. So, my name is Babasho Fashir.
And my name is Oyari. It's all going to be fun-filled today on the show. Guess what? Later on, the housemates are going to play a task called Task and Balance. Stack and Balance, rather. Yes, that. But now the rule of the game is these housemates are supposed to stack cups within papers and remove the papers without moving this stack. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah, it makes sense.
Well.
It doesn't have to fall.
Yeah, you got a point.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere, people. We'll be right back.
Stay with us.
This is the teacher's reality show.
The Teachers Naija reality show.
This is the teacher's reality show.
The Teachers Naija reality show.
Fighter from Naija, 60 years of comfort. Quality is vital from. Quality is vital, vital from for sure. Is vital. Thank you for all the joy, memories of comfort.
Vitafoam is proudly Nigerian and constantly support Nigerians with consistent quality product for comfort and well-being. With Vitafoam, you don't just sleep. We give you comfort that gets you recharged. Vitafoam, the fine art of living.
The Teachers Naija reality show.
for the last one. Be careful with the last one now. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. What's your thought Yeah, go. Your top cup is not in sync.
Take your time, relax. Go, Queen, go.
Stop. Wait. Come here and check. Come, Queen. Just check. Check. Bend, Queen.
You have to jump. Queen, go.
That side. Yes. Move to that side before you move it. Go Queen.
Well done. Start again. Don't stop. He's shaking already. Don't stop. He's dancing. He does not know what to say anymore. He's dancing. You can see he's dancing. Relax. It's not yet perfect. Relax.
No. Start from the base now. You have to go.
Relax.
Okay, Queen. Now, fine, Queen. This is fine now. Just try it now. Just try it now. Try this one now.
Yes, pull it from that side.
From that side. Good.
Go Queen.
Don't look at his style. Don't listen to him.
No.
You went too fast.
Relax. Arrange fast. He's the only one who knows how to do.
I got three.
He's just shouting. There's nothing wrong.
Time up.
More.
From here, yes. There. Right, gently.
Perfect. Start again.
Yes. Just become. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Just become. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Good. Go Isaac. Alignment. Isaac. Just go Isaac. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Shaking. No. Go Isaac. 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 Wait. Go Isaac. Go up. That's my point. Go Isaac. Say check first. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. If you go Isaac, you put from here. It will fall like this from here. See, when you put like this. Go Isaac. No. From here. Go Isaac. No. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. That's good. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Your last one. Go Isaac. 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 Change the number 3. Wait. Go Isaac. Go Isaac. Number 3 is not. Go Isaac. I like. Go Isaac. Okay. Go Isaac. 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 John dead. John dead. John dead. See you. 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 See you. Go, Start from the base. Start from the base.
This is the Teachers Reality Show.
The Teachers Naija reality show.
Good day to you, housemates.
Good day, sir.
Have you guys been?
Very fine. Very well.
The counting days already?
Yes.
Is that the reason for the constant friction in the house?
Oh, wow.
Constant quarrel, conflicts?
Quarrels?
Again?
Not so?
Yes, Papa Shah.
I heard you were rude to the principal of the house. What happened?
I wasn't rude to the principal of the house yesterday.
What transpired?
Nothing transpired between me and the principal.
Principal?
Yes, sir.
What happened yesterday?
Nothing seriously happened. Like, whatever seemed to have happened was just a normal thing. And I didn't really, consider it as a problem. Just felt it's
What
one of those
happened?
things. I wouldn't know how this got to you, but I know I never mentioned it, to anybody. And personally, I just saw it as one of those things that could happen, where we're asked to come up with questions, and get them submitted. So we decided to do it collectively, unanimously as housemates. And so in the course of doing that, we had a round table where everyone had to, pop up possible questions, and we now have an agreement unanimously and then pin it down. So if I must remember having any issue, I think we're all talking randomly, and I was paying attention because I needed everybody's opinion to count. So until the house gets to agree, then I write down. So I think Nonso on the other side was he was saying something while others were saying theirs at the same time. So I kept listening so we could have just one agreement. And then at a point, it was sounding like I wasn't interested in what he was saying. And then he made a comment, and when I asked him, "What did you see?" Like the expression on his face and everything, he was like, he's not going to talk about it again. And he sat down. And then from time to time, he kept making attempts to leave the meeting. He was complaining about heat, complaining about every other thing. And I was quiet all through because every other person tried to talk him into sitting down. Of course, like we are competitors, we are in the house together, fighting for the same goal. And we have elderly people amongst us. We do not forget that fact, despite the fact that we are in this competition together. So some persons were like, sit down, people are older than you and they're still here, why are you always, that stuff. He kept insisting, walking about, distracting, and then finally he sat down and wasn't talking again. And then at the point, he still raised his opinion, which I still took note of it, and we still submitted his question. So I don't know, probably that was what really happened, and he seemed to have acted rudely. So that's it.
So did you see that act as being rude?
There is no act in the first place. At the same time, I don't even have what to say to what Hans Sinner said. The truth of the matter is, the question you're asking me now, if we dig deep into it, it still boils down to that single individual that sows discord.
Who?
There's definitely an individual in the midst that sows discord. So here's the drill.
Good.
That's how she does her thing. And she felt she has the effrontery or the right to, on this page, say that I am proud. Even when you are proud, there's pride in knowing your worth. That's the truth. It doesn't mean you're arrogant. At a point, I figure out that, or I realized that Hansen has this subtle way of ignoring my request. But having thinking through it, I realized that it's not our fault, right? It's because people who felt they are mighty outside, right? So they can also come into this house and change rules, even for the conveners, right? So they've even messed up opportunity for us, We can't make certain requests. We can't say certain things because they've abused the privilege given to us. That's the truth. And if you are in that position where you've been playing safe, at a point you won't even be happy anymore. There are certain things you can't approach the conveners for anymore because people felt their mind. People felt, oh, you don't know what I'm controlling outside. Who are you to stay in the same circle with me? Feel they have power. So you can't talk anymore. If we say that you can't change a rule because of one person, then why should we make a rule because of 11 person? Because rule can actually be changed because of one person. We are under the canopy, and the moment I stepped into that canopy, if everyone here will be sincere with themselves, being under that canopy can be very hot. If you are sitting towards the outside, of course, I mean, you can be receiving fresh air. But if you are deep down inside, you feel hot. And the fact that I respect you, I call you auntie, mommy, doesn't mean you are my mother. So don't tell me, sit here. When I'm talking, you keep quiet. You don't tell me that. If you want to tell me that there are subtle way of saying that, of communicating with me. There are persons here that I can never in my entire life be disrespectful to. They understand me, they know me. I don't expect anyone to love me.
Okay, so it's beyond.
I think it's beyond whatever happened yesterday. Because
thank you, Principal. From what you've said now, you mentioned someone sowing a kind of seed, of discord amongst you people. Do you want to shed more light, on that? Because that's very important to the reason why we're sitting down here.
Like I said, we have, like you said earlier, sir. Yeah. We have limited time here, so I don't think it's very important.
No, don't worry. It's our time.
I know.
We want to take our time. The reason for this, and we have to be very clear, basically, we're living together. We do not want any form of grudges. Do you understand? And we're adults, and this show particularly does not encourage that. You understand what I'm saying? So I like the fact that you're able to speak up about that, to talk about some people feeling so big outside. I would want to really know such people. I want to talk about it. Do you understand? So that at least we can leave this place at the end of the day, at the end of the show. We all give sincere hugs, and we'll all go back home without anything, being held back. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm interested. Who is that person who is sowing that seed? It's very important. We need to get to know that. I know it's difficult for you to say. Yeah, but I've always known you. I've always known you to be a very blunt person.
It's not very difficult for me to say.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, inside, I've said it over and over again. Inside and outside the house, I'm nobody. I am just Nonso. I do not have anything I don't have any millions or any money I command. I don't bow to people's authority. People don't bow under my authority and whatnot. So I'm just me. I'm just an ordinary person here. And people see certain things as a strategy. Like I've had conversation. Maybe it's their strategy of, let's do it this way. If I'm sitting beside a temple and Hansen is over there, I can sow a seed inside temple, right? Then when the issue escalates, I will totally withdraw myself and act as if, in short, I can even tell temple, but I told you not to say that thing. Why is wrong? Why should you, do you get?
Yeah. Who are these people?
They are not people, it's just a person.
Who is this person? No, this is not to bring anybody, up or to call anybody out.
Mrs. Adenike does this a lot. And yesterday was like the height of it.
Mrs. Adenike, your name coming up again. Because I remembered the first situation in the house. You were the one that spoke to the person who reported the whole of the malpractice to the organizer. I've heard a couple of times, your name being mentioned over such. What's going on exactly?
Yesterday we had a meeting and he disturbed at the meeting. He wanted to leave the meeting severally. And I felt that whether we like it or not, that looks like a board meeting. Because you can't be in a board meeting in an organization and you just You just want to stand up at any time, not listening to one another, you know. But you mentioned that because I caused what happened between those that had the malpractice, it wasn't like that.
No, let's leave that. Let's talk about this.
Yesterday, what happened? If he knew what he did at the meeting, because afterwards he came back apologizing to me, which I did not agree with him, because he disgraced me in the public. So he's supposed to apologize to me in the public, not privately. Now what happened? No, so sit down. I never told him sit down as a baby. I won't do that. I won't do that. I said you are just doing anyhow. Sit down. We plan to use about 5 minutes for the board meeting, and we use more than 30 minutes there.
Because of nonsense.
Just because of nonsense, and it was the convener that asked us to do that task. He asked us to give him 10 questions that we actualized today.
So do you think Noso was rude?
He is rude. He's rude. We need to, we are all, forget about age. As I came into this house, in fact, I said it before leaving the home, that I'm going there as if anybody I meet there, we are all mates. I said it before leaving my house. So you come in, it's too authoritative. Then, as far as I'm concerned, to the principal, he ordered the principal anyhow. When I was the principal, he couldn't do that to me anyway. But this time around, it's more or less terrorizing Theophilia, which I won't, as a past principal, I won't accept that.
Why would you not accept it?
You can't just order anyhow.
You think she's that weak that she wouldn't
speak
for
weak.
herself?
She's not weak.
So why do you want to? Why are you trying
She's not weak.
to make her feel? What I'm saying is, having to want to defend her at all times, you're sending a signal that she's weak. If you knew she's not a weak leader, then you should have allowed her fight her own.
But at that particular time, it wasn't the principal that Noso was disturbing. It disturbed all of us, and it took our time because we have other tasks to face. Because he had to come back to me. And why did he come back to me to apologize?
Please, you are telling a lie. Yes, you are telling a lie. And it's wrong on every level at this stage and at this level for you to be telling a lie.
They told me that I'm angry with him.
Listen.
That he's sorry. I said, please, just leave me alone.
Yesterday, while we're having a meeting, while the meeting was going on, the moment I stepped into that meeting, I made it known to everyone that this place is not conducive. Can we move our chair out? Right? And everyone kept quiet. We kept talking. I'm not even saying this as a part of to show off or anything. The first 2 to 3 points that were written down were all what I spoke on.
No,
right?
I disagree.
Please.
I disagree. You can't say that. We are all here.
Listen.
Okay. Hold on.
My goodness.
Theo, you want to say something?
All right. Yeah, he just claimed that the first 3 points, like the first 3 questions that we raised, were raised by him. Like what we documented were raised by him. And we have 12 here. In fact, even the Bible says, out of the mouth of 2 witnesses, a truth is established. So we are all here. Can we agree that the first 3 questions in this booklet were raised by none? So please, housemates, let's talk.
No.
Okay. That settles it.
Thank you. So let's go on. Fire.
Thank you. I repeat, I still maintain my stand. The first 3 questions that were written down, I had a contribution and had a modification to it. It was the 4th questions that was, okay, why don't you put it this way, that caused a bit of, a lot of people were talking. There was never a point in that meeting where I was out talking everyone in that meeting. Like she said, everyone were talking. When I complained I was feeling hot, she raised her voice and she was shouting, am I the only one here? Am I the only one here?
Who raised the voice?
Mrs. Adenike. So the moment she raised that voice, like, am I the only one here? I should sit down there. That was the main reason why I carried my chair and said, whatever she wants to do, I'm not her child now. I'm not 12 years old. So I moved my chair from that end and I didn't leave the meeting. I went to sit beside Temple. At least I could receive fresh air nearby. So later at night, because the reason why I said she's a hypocrite and she creates discord among people is simply because even this content that we are talking about now, she's responsible for that. I saw Akpoti apologizing to her. Madam, are you angry at us, your children? So I went to her with all clean heart. Auntie Nike, are you angry with us? We are so sorry. So my disappointment. Why are you apologizing to me? I mean, everybody downstairs heard that. The shouting was, I was like, why are you shouting now? Why are you apologizing to me? Why are you apologizing to me? You disgraced me publicly. I said, how did I disgrace you publicly? I'm trying to know how. At that point, I knew, okay, this is just an attention. I don't want to be in the center of any attention. So I withdrew back. And I told Akpoti that some people don't deserve an apology. And if there's any regret I've had in this house, is the fact that with what she said, because at that point yesterday, she said something like, we know what we are controlling. That was the height of it. We know what we are controlling outside of this house. Is it because they brought us together? For me, that is condescending.
All right, that's fine, Nonso. That's fine. Latipo.
Oh, Babashim, yes, sir.
You were there yesterday?
All through yesterday, yes.
Yeah. I called your name because I know the last time, I know what Nonso said about you. Talking about you having, he used a word?
Mental loss?
No, yeah, memory loss.
Okay.
You know, and, you know, what do you think with all of this? What do you think?
The word memory loss as at the last time.
No, it's not about the last time. What happened yesterday?
I forgive him because my being is not like that. I'm highly respected, but he doesn't want to respect me. How we leave him, we are in the house. There must be no rancor. I accept that wholeheartedly. I think yesterday was another twist of Nonso's exercise in this house. All what the principal Tio and Adenike had said earlier, before now, I think I go with what they have said. I'm not blaming him in total, though what they said about Adenike, that she fled up, that was true too. Because my mother would tell me something while I was growing up. If you embarrass me in public, and you know you are coming home to come and sleep, you are not coming to prostrate for me, it won't be well with you. My mother says that. My mother is 62 years old now. So that thing still rings in my head. Yesterday was another part of Nonso's exercise. Though he's growing up, it's understandable. And there is always time to learn. I think after this time, if he sits down to watch all these episodes, he will understand that there is life after this house. Okay. Yesterday, everybody was given tasks to do. Collectively, everybody was talking at the same time, truly. The principal being a very soft-spoken person. Everybody calm down, please, let's do this thing. We understood that, we need to be calm, really. Everybody was trying their best to ensure that there is sanity, serenity, and tranquility during the board meeting. But Nonso was trying to make his point. I must be heard. I have point. That's why he claimed that those first 3 points were made by him. It is understandable. He was trying to lord over everybody. Listen to me, everybody. I have idea more than you. This. Number one is this. Put it down now. Number two is this. He was doing that. At the time, he wanted to... I told him, calm down now. But I liked him. He said, I was not talking to you, please, oh. I was glad he avoided me.
If he did not, what would you have done?
I wouldn't have done anything to him back then. Because my name is ringing too much bell. And I don't like it in bad light. If you don't want to respect me as I am, no. But I'm taking something out of this house. Tolerance in the midst of any situation you find yourself.
Very important.
I think that has been working for me. Last week was bad for me. And it placed me under probation. I was noticing some things. What is wrong with this guy? Well, let it go. So my brain don't set back now. Let me be calm.
No more memory loss.
As claimed.
That was just on a very light note.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The reason for all of this basically is the vision and mission of Teachers Naija reality TV show. This show is not for us to come in here and go back with enemies and go back with depression and go back with what we call inferiority complex. As a matter of fact, this show is supposed to elevate everyone. You understand, so I can understand what it is if you have to come from different backgrounds, of morality, of, origin and whatever it is, status and any other thing. But, coming here, we're supposed to be the same, and we're supposed to respect one another. It's reciprocal. No one is a child here. No one is a mother here. No one is a father here. It's very, very important. So you cannot be mother of 3 or 4 at home and expect that you still be the same mother here in the house. It's not done anywhere. And that's why we frown at you even calling Mrs. Who, Mr. This, because sometimes it puts unnecessary pressure, on us, on human beings, all right? So it's important that we get that, as one of our take-homes, right? And before I land on my point, I would like to say this as well. Whatever has transpired in this house, see it as a pressure of competition. We have seen several reality shows. We've seen what happens in the show, and we see what happens outside the show. All right? So please let us see it as that. Anyone calling somebody empty skull, hypocrite, is just a spur of the moment. Sorry, Mrs. Adenike. It's just a spur of the moment. All right? And I want us to take it like that. We're all mature minds. Like I said, Teachers Naija reality TV show is here to promote unity, to foster maturity. We are all teachers. Our students are watching us. The parents of our students are watching us. We do not have to hang out our dirty laundry in public. It's unfortunate we have to do this, but it's important as well. At the end of this meeting, don't go back there and start nursing beef. Beef kills faster than HIV. Because nobody can treat beef. And it kills you softly. And the reason for this meeting is for you to open up yourself so that you feel lighter. And another very important thing we need to know here, there is no principle that is small.
Yes.
This whole show hands over the authority of this house into the hands of the principal. If the management organizer says, see, as a principal, you are no more under probation, it goes a long way. It tells you to respect the dignity, the honor given to a principal. So if the principal of the house says, quiet, no matter who you are, you have to. You have to. Because if you disregard it, you can be sent home. It means you are disregarding the authority, the power, the autonomy of this great show. So henceforth, no one should disregard any principle, no matter who the person is, no matter how old, no matter what the person looks like. We are all teachers. We manage students. We manage lives. And if you manage lives, I don't think you're weak. You can be soft. It doesn't mean you're weak. You can be a slow talker. It doesn't mean you're weak. So please let us know our positions. Let us know why we're here. Let us learn to tolerate. Let us learn to be patient. Let us learn to respect one another. Let us learn to learn. If they've been ringing too much bells on, oh, you're proud, you're this, then check yourself. If your fellow housemates have been saying, oh, you sow seed of this, of that, check yourself. It's an opportunity for you to get better. Sometimes you don't know ourselves until you are out of your comfort zone. Your children won't tell you that because they know you're going to beat them up. In your organization, they don't want to tell you that because they know you're going to query them tomorrow. But this is a, level playing ground where they say it to your face. So I think it's something we have to go back home. As we go back to a room, let us think about it. Let us check it and take it in a very light note and tell myself, Teachers Naija has added another value to me. So I'm going out there to be better. Do I have a promise in this house?
Baba Shem, of course.
Yes, sir.
There's no problem again.
Do I have you place your right hand on your chest?
I placed.
Your right hand. Your right hand on your chest.
On my left chest.
And tell yourself, I will be better.
I will be better.
Better.
Morally, I will be better.
Morally, I will be better.
And financially, I will be better.
And financially, I will be better.
Because that is most important.
Yes.
I don't get that again.
Thank you.
All right, guys, please don't forget this. We are brothers and sisters of the same career, of the same profile. We have our children looking at and watching us. We are role models. We are ambassadors of Nigerian teachers. I hope you're aware.
Yes, sir.
Tell yourself, I'm an ambassador
I'm an ambassador
of Nigerian teachers.
of Nigerian teachers.
Adenike, I need your hand on your chest. It's important. I'm an ambassador
I'm an ambassador
of Nigerian teachers.
Of
Nigerian teachers.
Yes.
Thank you so much, housemates.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Grateful.
This is the Teachers Reality Show.
The Teachers Naija Reality Show.